So we've got quite a few people on the site today. We're down in inverted commas with Russia on the farm track dog walk. It's gone a bit nippy. So today's I'm recording this is a Saturday, and I don't create a lot of noise on a Saturday because people are here for a quiet time. Though I may, depending on how things go on, cut my own lawn on my pitch. I take 15 minutes with the Husqvarna, and I may, depending on how things go on, realign my awning by about a foot. So I put it up, can't remember when it was, I did 2 or 3 weeks ago with Lee, and that's just pulling me. It's pulled along the awning rail a little bit, so it could ideally needs to go over, and that'll take an hour because there's quite a million pegs to pull out. And then this afternoon's arrivals are fairly quiet, so if they're all in, not super late, I'm going to fly over to the bungalow. I need to get some washing going on, and I need to get a bath. My hair is still all stuck up. Very quiet. Can you hear the bird song? The massive lake over there now is going, but that field is going to be all but ruined with the amount of water that's been on it. And then the bit of grass where the entrance to the dog walk, which is here if you know the site. I'm not going to do it today, but that needs the Husqvarna on there as well because these stinging nettles will be up soon. Right. Onto the campsite. Oh, look at it. There's a pigeon with a big stick in it. Can you see the stick in the pigeon's mouth? He's obviously building a nest. Go on, pigeon. I've just passed Julie, and Julie's sat on her eggs. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, busy time for the bees and the birds. Right, let's get Russia in. Oh, very quiet. Some bits in that steel bin need to go into our main bin. There's over some packaging for electrical bits. And what's today going to bring? Apart from it being a very grey day. Hey. Cleaning time. Oh, finishing off cleaning time. Glasses. Some of you who are watching, you may have noticed I've got new glasses this year to what I had last year. Woo. And then sometimes I've been wearing non-reactor lights. Did you know the word reactor lights and all these sort of changeable glasses have all got copyrighted descriptions? Anyway, I've found, so I had my eyes tested a couple of months ago before I came back to the nurseries, and everything, my eyesight was all consistent, and I've got varifocals, so you'll often see me if I'm looking at things close up, the varifocal line is down here, and I often have to take my glasses off now because of this. I'm getting old. So a classic example of the person that used to do it a lot was Jerry Springer. If you ever watched Jerry Springer, he used to have his glasses down here for when he was reading. Anyway, I ordered a pair of clear glasses from Goggles for You, which is where I get my glasses from. And I changed my address from my old home address in Manchester to my Lincolnshire address. And then I got an alert saying Royal Mail had got a delivery from Goggles for You, so I knew it wasn't a scam message because it was very precise about my order, and then got an alert saying the glasses had been delivered, and they hadn't been delivered. Managed to track down a photograph of where it was. I thought that's my old front door, my porch door back in Manchester, and I still don't know why my glasses ended up being delivered back in Manchester. Anyway, Sandra's managed to pick them up and they should be here in a day or so. So sometimes now when I'm working on my computer, my laptop and things like that, I just need clear glasses. Anyway, I know what I'm talking about. You may not know what I'm talking about. So, Still grey, but I'm gonna have a quick check now on the on Gemma Park, make sure nothing's been booked in that wasn't booked in earlier, and have a sit down for a minute. I should have a good hour or so now before today's arrivals, so I'm going to start up the Husqvarna. I'm going to whip over to my own pitch, give my own pitch a quick go. That should only take a few minutes, and then I'm going to unpeg my awning, which is going to take more than a few minutes. All being well, give it a yank over and reposition it a little bit better than what it is. I've ended up with a bit of a dip and it's been catching a bit of rain. Fingers crossed and get that done before this afternoon's arrivals, and then get something to eat. Right. The joys of being able to cut my own lawn on a sit-on mower. Rasha must be inside. She spent all yesterday inside. She didn't even pop her head out. Let's see where Rasha is. Is she? Oh, you're there, Rasha. hello. I'm going to come and see you in a minute. I'm going to have a look at this awning in a minute. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you watching me go by in the mower? You like sitting under this table in the awning, don't you? We'll get you a treat in a minute. I'll be back in 5. I'll be back in 5 minutes. You wait 5 minutes. Five. What my problem is this is out by about, I don't know, a foot, something like that. So what's that's causing to do, it's because that's out. This pole here is slightly low, and then I'm getting this here, it's ended up catching bits of water. So all being well, because the frame structure is, hello Rasha, we're going to get you in a minute, it's all in place and built. And I'm just going to unpeg all around the rain flaps. I'm going to take off the storm straps, the main marquee pegs, and I'm hopeful that once I've done that, I can re-release the poles of the awning and we can pull this over. So that's the awning light, and ideally that needs to be about there over the awning light. That's the intention. So I've got in my little storage locker here my box. I'll do that in here. I've got my trusty peg puller. So I'm just going to go around and do all the rain flaps first, get all of these out and gathered up, and then the marquee pegs are going to be a bit more messing around to undo, but all these should come out all okay, fingers crossed. Right, so that's everything unpegged, and storm straps, I'm currently leaving the pegs in because I may be able to reuse them and just lengthen the strapping because that's adjustable. But the main one now is I had a series of these, what I call marquee pegs. Where am I? And I strongly advise, if you're putting up an awning for the season, for a long time, don't use Mickey Mouse pegs, normal pegs, or even rock pegs. Get yourself some proper decent marquee pegs. And then I'm hoping now, and I'm going to have to put the camera down on this, I'm going to be able to slightly manhandle the awning and pull it over, and all being well, it will slowly, inch by inch budge over, and when I've finished, this awning light, in inverted commas, will be in the awning. There's the clue to how this has moved. Oh, what are you doing, Rasha? Well, there's the clue to why this needs moving, the awning light. So there we go with that now, and I might just reposition this slightly. If you look here now, that's all lined up. Obviously all the poles are all going to need relining up and retensioning. I just need to do something with that pole holder up here, and then we come outside now. You can see where we were before, so the awning light was, just put into perspective, is inside here now. So a bit of jiggery pokery now with the poles, and again, people laugh at this old awning, but I'll tell you what, it stands up to storms brilliantly. Absolutely amazing. Right, a bit of playing around to do. All being well, I'm going to need to disconnect this, and all being well, it's not going to come crashing down on my head. This was partly causing the problem. This needed to be over here, so that's a spare one in case you're wondering why that's there. But basically, I need this now to align up onto here, so this sort of clips onto the bead, tighten it up, this pole hooks into here, and this clamps onto here. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm working up a sweat. Sometime later. Right, so we're pretty well where I want it to be now. So that awning light is in the awning. These are all tensioned up, these are all tensioned up. That's okay now. It's still a little bit out. It's still, you know something, I'm going to give it a little bit of a pull that way. Hang on a minute. So close, so very, very, very close. Far from perfect, but it is better than it was. I need another pair of hands ideally, to be honest, to stop this end pulling when I tension it up. So it is still a bit screw whiff on that side, but that'll do for today. Oh, must have flipped the kettle on. Right, I'm going to back over to the office. I need to wash my hands, they're rather mucky. Right, what are you doing? Right, jump up there, Rash, what are you doing? There you go. Wait. Rash, you've all dog biscuits all over my bed. What are you doing here? Right, there you go. Just as I'd hoped, this afternoon check-ins are all in on time, even perfectly early. So I'm going to grab a hot dog, quick check on the site of a couple of bits, and then I can get off site for a little bit and whip over to the bungalow, see what's going on over there. I need to get a bath, I need a shave, my wild haircut. So we'll take you on that little journey when I get over there. The sun's come out, a little bit of blue sky. Let's close this up, and I can jump out. I'll take Rasha with me, I think, give her a ride out. It's gone very smoothly today. In fact, it's gone really smoothly so far. The last couple of days, no major dramas or anything. Well, what will happen now if I leave the site? Shall we see? So want to get through another couple of boxes of, believe it or believe it not, I've got boxes of boxes. So when I get something in a box new, I tend to keep the box in case they ever come to sell it. So these are a load of trail cams and other items of cardboard. So I'm getting the packaging out of them, and I want to get this big box empty today, and a couple of others. I'm going to have to go to the tip. I'm petrified. I'm scared of the man at the tip. He might tell me off. Right, so I've got a cardboard box full of empty cardboard boxes, and then the packaging material is in a bin bag. So that's another dint in the garage. So this has got Lee's frozen food in here, and I don't think I'm going to touch these today, but over the course of the next week I need to start going through that area there, which is mine, and this area here, which is mine, and that area there, to sort out what I would call things to go in the loft. But they're not going in the loft. We're not putting anything in the loft. Maybe some Christmas decorations, but we're not putting anything in the loft. So things to go in the loft, things to go on display and things that I use but not very often. That's my plan. And then things that I use but not very often, and things go on display, all being well, we can make a little bit more room in the conservatory, which is now getting rather full. Yeah. Right, I think I'm going to go and jump in the bath. Washing on the maiden. That should be dry tomorrow. Fingers crossed I can get over tomorrow afternoon and get that back to the nurseries. Put my wash bag there. We have got a rotary area there, but I haven't got any. I don't know where the clothes pegs are, which is one of life's great mysteries. Rasha's in the kitchen. What are you doing, Rasha? What are you up to? What are you doing? My hair's not all stuck up in the air. Right, so the other day I was in, I think it was Morrison's, bought a tube of toothpaste, like you do, just picked a tube of toothpaste up. And I got the tube out of the box. And I'm absolutely convinced the tube shrunk. So looking on the box here, this is 75 milliliter. Did that used to be 100 milliliter, whatever it is? And have they taken out 25%? Because the tube was smaller than the box. Or is that just my imagination? I'm absolutely convinced the tube of toothpaste was definitely smaller. Anyway. Teeth done. Nice bath. Had a shave. Wash my hair. Rest for a walk. It's going to be probably a gorgeous sunset. So this field here, you can see now it's dried out, but all whatever was planted there is pretty well ruined, and over here still underwater. Not looking good for the farmers, is it? And it's got some rather blustery. Oh, tea in the oven. Got chicken hot pot from Morrison's. Wasn't too impressed so far by those meals that they had. The fresh ones. Anyway, I've got a frozen one in there. I've done some chicken drumsticks as well. Oh no, here the pheasant. A little bit of a shorter vlog than normal with one thing and another today. But I think I'll finish off and bid you all a very fond farewell. As ever, if you're a new viewer, new watcher, a new person, big thumbs up, and look after yourselves, and all being well, we'll get you another vlog of some sort tomorrow. Not sure what yet.